Hey, everybody. So I just wanted to put out a really quick energy update. We are in incredible, fast transition. There is incredible growth happening with all of us. And what we may find is that we look at people who, we didn't think were going to be shifting and we're like, whoa, they're putting the dots together. There's more people talking about some of these topics. And it is this space of awakening. And it's exciting. It's exciting. Now, at the same time, we may find that there are those that cannot mentally handle this because these solar flares that just came at us relentless, and I think we're going to go through another cycle here pretty soon, were designed to strip our layers down, designed to break through each little individual layer, these armor that we've protected ourselves with, the beliefs and the, just all the falsities of our reality, right? It is designed to break the matrix, but understand the matrix is held up by us. So it breaks it down within us. And this is not an easy process. And, there will still be layers to the matrix. They're just going to be higher dimensional layers. And so right now, what is breaking down is all the layers of the matrix to where we've held limitation and lack and false programming. There is a lot of that. So we're beginning to see through on a collective level a lot of this insanity. Now, understand, if you're looking outward and you're looking at the news or you're looking at, the latest articles, you're going to be misled. You're going to be shown that what you know and believe, and even what you're hearing from your neighbors, isn't the collective thought. And yet it is. So this is where pay attention to the conversations at the grocery store. Pay attention to the conversations of people who you never thought would shift. Pay attention. You're going to see the shifting. Now, the news headlines are going to be the typical drama, the typical crap, the typical, he said, she said, oh, this group is terrible, that group is terrible, pitting one person against another. It's going to be there. And so if you look to those places, you won't see the shift. You won't. But if you look to your neighbor, you look, what's the conversation at the post office? What's the conversation here? You're going to notice that people are beginning to talk. And they're beginning to talk about things that a year ago would have been completely shut down and off limits. This is signs and proof that as the solar flares are coming in, this is breaking through the programming and the false limitations. And understand, this is the event. We are the event, and it is happening now. And each one of these is breaking us down, and it's coming at a pace that is fast and brutal, and yet really slow because we're still alive. If we had that instantaneous, all of it, all at one shot, we wouldn't be able to maintain our bodies. And in this cycle of ascension, we are taking our bodies with us. And so that leads me to another topic that I want to share with you. There have been many out there who have been talking about the amount of people that are going to be leaving. And the common belief is, well, they're going to be leaving because they want to go and experience duality, right? Duality has its place. It's a beautiful teacher. And we do know that there is another reality for those that want to experience and learn more from experiencing what that duality is, right? We understand that. But that can lead us to judge people leaving as going into a different reality. Oh, they weren't able to make it, right? That judgment is incorrect. It is one of the things that they've shared with me recently is how many of us have been given the choice recently and are continuing to be given the choice to leave the body and come back in right away again. And And it's fascinating because there are so many of us running around with damaged bodies. They're loaded with heavy metals. There could be health issues that, if you've got something going on, that a light blast a year from now is going to take you out. And they're looking at it going, you could leave. And if you leave, you can pop right back in and get right back into this cycle, coming in as an infant or a walk-in. So there is that too. And you will not lose the vibratory rate that you left at, nor the amount of veil that was collapsed. So let's say I am vibrating at a particular level. And I really don't want to add numbers to this just because people latch on to numbers and our mind runs with it instead of feeling it with the heart. But let's say I'm at this particular level. Maybe it's level yellow. And I've worked really hard to get to level yellow. But my body is not going to make it. It's just not. So I get the option to come back in at level yellow. And because I had worked really hard to bust through the illusion, the outer illusion and the illusion I held within myself, I reached a certain level of awakening. Okay, so maybe I've reached the silver level to awakening. I will come in at that silver level. So this is a really beautiful thing. So we're going to have a lot of souls that you're going to be like, I can't believe they left. Well, that's because they knew. Like this vehicle here is just not going to make it through this incoming insanity of energy. So I'm trading myself in for a newer version. But I'm not losing any of the traction that I had made in my own personal growth and development. Now, these particular children will come in to awakening and or awakened parents. So this is fascinating. And we're going to find some of you older moms, you're in your, I just got covered in goosebumps. Oh, makes me want to cry. In your 40s where you have medical science saying you can't have anymore, right? Like, you're at a risk. You shouldn't have babies. Or, you're going to be infertile. Nope. Not in these cases. Because what's happening is if you're wanting that baby and you are of that age, and I'm going to say, go for it. Go for it. Because what's happening is the souls that are leading need awakening or awakened vessels to help both of you. This will help both of you. It'll be this beautiful soul agreement to bring in an enlightened little child that will continue their growth. And, there is no greater growth than parenthood. Sometimes if there's a trigger, it's going to be pushed again and again and again. And it does help you shift. So for all you older moms out there who are going, I'm 44 and I cannot believe I just got pregnant. Congratulations. Congratulations. Because you're going to be part of helping bring in this newer grouping of souls that are leaving the body not because they need to experience duality someplace else, not because they want to pull from the other side, which some are doing that for certain, but because they want to continue their journey and they just need a newer vehicle. They just need a newer vehicle. So reason I'm saying that is we have a lot leaving and we're blaming a lot on maybe it was a medical procedure. They had that medical procedure and they're out now. Maybe not. Nothing is cut and dry. Nothing is black and white. And the soul agreements are being made fast and furious right now as we shift and we change. And so it's all very exciting. And the energy with the sun is building and building and building. And we're going to be moving into the solstice soon. So the more I receive, I'll keep you guys updated. But there's so much happening and it's all really exciting. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.